Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the compliance area in MemberHub. So if we click on compliance, we've gone over the update officers, that's in another video, but I wanted to click into the view unit data just to tell you what is on that page. So this is all the information pertaining to your unit. Your official unit name is listed here under unit name. So if you're, doing anything official, that is your legal name according to the IRS. But just note, because you are part of a group exemption with the IRS and under a parent organization, the New York State PTA, your legal name in the IRS site is PTA New York Congress, doing business as, in this case, Empire State PTSA. So just a note there, legal name does change at the IRS because of your status as a subordinate organization. But your unit name on the site is your unit name that you were chartered with, or a name that was changed with the official process during the time you've been a charter. So we have your information about your school name, your school address. This is your state ID number, state unit ID number. It used to be referred to as unit code if you've been around a while. It's now renamed state unit ID or state ID on the reports. Your type of unit, and all of these fields you'll see are grayed out because you don't have the option to edit the data. Only the state office admins do. So if you see any discrepancies, please point those out and contact us at the state office so that we can look into that. If you have received and given your state tax ID number to the state office, we have entered it here in our database, as well as your FEIN number, your federal income tax number from the IRS, and grade levels, beginning and ending grade levels, and then whether or not you have a school district associated with your PTA, and information about your IRS status and whether or not your IRS has ever been revoked and reinstated. Your fiscal year should always be June 30th. And then if there's any notes about whether or not you have issues associated with your state tax or your IRS, they will be noted in those columns or in those fields. Your membership goal, this is important. This is a number that is set by the membership coordinator, Mary Sotomayor, at this time, and she will be updating, reviewing those membership goals that are in there from last year. She'll be updating those during the month of August, so be on the lookout for anything that might change in your membership goal area. As of September 1st, you'll have the set goal for the year. Number of students is a field we don't use. Number of employees is a field that you should enter. And this is relating to the Teachers, Super Teacher Staff Award for membership. If you don't have a number in here, we can't do the calculation. We can't give you that award. So number of employees is related to how many number of employees the schools have. So if you have a one building school PTA, then you could ask your principal, what is the number of employees? And you can enter that number here. We'll do a calculation to see if you can get 75% of that number registered as a teacher staff member. That's the goal. And that's how we award that Super Teacher Staff Award during the year. So please go to the number of employees field and you will see this is not grayed out, and you'll be able to enter that information as a unit admin. This is your number of buildings, your insurance year. This should say at this point 22, 23. If it says anything prior to that, that means you have no insurance at this point, and we need to make sure that's rectified as soon as possible. Bylaws status will be approved or expired, and then your date of expiration will be listed there. So some good information if you're curious and want to make sure everything is in compliance on your unit. You can look at the unit data page here. The next place I want to look here is unit state submissions. And this is where you can file a confirmation to let us know when you have completed your 990 filing with the IRS. So this is not where you file the 990. This is just where you tell us that you filed. And it's really not to tell us, it's to tell your future officers when it was done. So they can kind of make sure it's done each year, and it'll create a historical record for your unit of that submission. We do have some regions who also look at this because it is one of our in good standing requirements. So this is a good way to let them know that you have completed that each year. So the dates to file are anytime from 7/1 to 11/15 each year. So you can do that now. It is July when I am recording this. You should be receiving the treasurer, or if I did not see a treasurer listed yet, I entered the president or that information into the file990.org system, and reminders to file are sent to that email address. And if you haven't updated your officers, then I have added last year's officers into that field. So please make sure you update your officers as soon as possible, because that way the right person will be getting the reminder emails from our partnership that we have with file990.org. We pay, the state office pays, New York State pays for all of the units to use this service because it is easier, and you can do that quite easily with a couple of clicks. Most of our units are 990N filers, meaning they have less than $50,000 in proceeds each year. But if not, you can also file the 990EZ on and using file990.org. So look for those emails, reminders, click the link, everything's pre-filled about your unit, and then you can add any additional information and submit those. Once you're done doing that, you can come here. You will click the submit button and the form will pop up that you're going to fill out regarding your 990 filing. You'll be able to add a document here if you want to add a picture or screenshot of the email confirmation of acceptance by the IRS. You can add that here, but it isn't required. And then come down to the bottom, make sure all the information is correct, and click submit. That will take care of your 990 confirmation so that we have that on file, and we'll keep a historical record for your PTA. The other area I wanted to cover in this video is the Upload Documents submenu here under Compliance. So if we click on this, it's going to have your 990 confirmation documents if you have uploaded any in that last step. It also has a section, General folder, and this is where you can use the Add File button, and you can add any file that you would like to store digitally for your PTA. I would suggest using this for your minutes, since they have to be stored permanently, and your latest copy of your bylaws, your procedures, your bank reconciliations, your audit, your state sales tax exemption certificate or paperwork, anything from the IRS, anything that you want to store and have other admins have access to. This is a great place to put it. You're already in MemberHub. Everyone already has access to MemberHub, your admins, and they'll be able to see those documents for the year. And also, when you have new officers take over, all of that information will be there for them as well. So that's all I have to cover today for documents and 990s under Compliance. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks so much.